Sup cunts. Got the itch to make a video recently, so I thought I'd just do basically a part two of the previous one that I did, going through some favourites from my collection. It's grown a bit since then, still fairly humble, fairly small, but got some new acquisitions I wanted to show off. So first one I reckon we'll go for is this one right here, Lamp of Murmur, Burning Spears of Crimson Agony. When I got my Spotify Wrapped this year, I was the #7 listener of Lamp of Murmur in the world. Fucking love this guy. And this is a perfect little EP. It's about 20 minutes long. Goes black metal, black metal, dungeon synth, black metal, and then dungeon synth again. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Plenty of hate. Every riff is played to its maximum potential. And then right when you think you're starting to get a bit bored now, switches it up, and then right when you miss that riff, they bring it straight back. Perfect fucking EP. Easily 50% of what I listened to by Lamp of Murmur was this right here. And staying in theme with Lamp of Murmur, M, the individual behind that project, has several others, and because I liked the stuff so much, I decided to check out some more, and so I grabbed these two here, Silent Thunder splits. Silent Thunder is another project by M, as I said, and it's more of a ambient, atmospheric black metal, as opposed to some of the more raw and goth-inspired stuff that you get from some of the earlier Lamp of Murmur EPs. This one here is split with a band called Shadow Dungeon, and this one is split with a band called Zmyrna. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled Zmyrna. I believe they're from the Czech Republic, if I remember correctly. Yeah, both of these splits are very, very good. Stand out for me is obviously M's work on Silent Thunder, but the stuff by stuff by Shadow Dungeon and Zmyrna are also very, very good. I'll have to follow up on those guys to see some more stuff that they've made. Let's stay. Pretty much everything I've got here is black metal. This one right here, Odds Manuk, self-titled. Got recommended this by a random fella I talked to a few times on Twitter, and it was a fucking perfect recommendation. This has been a regular revisit for me. I'm glad to have grabbed it in a physical copy. It's like true ear rape black metal, and I fucking love it for it. What else have we got here? Oh, another person I've become a big fan of recently is an individual who goes by Taurus. He has several projects, and my favourite of his is Fellwinter. I picked up this one here, which is In Night's Eternal Grasp. I picked up 3. This one, Dawn of Winter, and my favourite and his most recent, Dark Medieval Art. I love all 3 of these. Again, regular listens for me. It's been several night shifts in the warehouse where these have come very handy to get me through, and I'm absolutely glad that I have them. Yeah, and then he has some other projects. One of them was called, what was it? Arbor, and I got some physical stuff for them as well, and that stuff was very, very good. What else have we got here? Oh, this one I grabbed from Cult Never Dies, an outlet here in the UK that you'll regularly see at festivals. I saw them at Incineration in London, saw them at Damnation in Manchester, saw them at Fortress in Scarborough. If you're at a decent sized metal festival here in the UK, you're going to see Cult Never Dies. And I grabbed this Wayne box set. Box set from them, Satanic Death Noise from the Beyond. It's the first 4 albums they put out. It was absolute steal to get a box set like that. We all know that those guys are fucking killers. This one here, French themed album, Departure Chandelier, Antichrist Rise to Power. I really, really enjoyed this one. Got quite a lot of dungeon synth influence in it. A lot of synthetics in there. Really, really enjoyed that. And then, what do we want to go with next? Let's stick with the French themes. That one is made by Departure Chandelier. I believe one fella is actually in France proper, and another person is in French Canada, Quebec. And then we have a bunch of tapes here for Mutilation, which again are from France proper. We have Majestus Leporus, The Lost Tapes, Remains of a Ruined Dead Cursed Soul, and Sorrow Galaxies. All of these were again grabbed from Cult Never Dies. As much as it pains me to say as a Brit, I think the French might be the best at black metal. It includes Quebec with bands like Parc Chandelier, Spectral Wounds, Forteresse, stuff like that. Another one from France, again, very French themed this video, Peste Noire. I'm not going to try and, well, I'll give it a go. L'adieu à la tête pure. Maybe I got that right. This album is fantastic, but also fucking ridiculous, and that's why I love it. Like, there's one point where there's just like where it just sounds like a BDSM sex dungeon. There's another point where he's like making a bunch of random fucking chicken noises and shit, because he has the whole like anti-urbanism flair to some of his music. Yeah, it's absolutely fucking stupid and ridiculous, and it's part of the reason why I absolutely adore it, and why I adore a lot of stuff by Peste Noire. He is one of my favourite artists currently. This one is actually slowly becoming one of my favourite releases of 2024. Originally it was Nimmerfürst der Geist, which is still an album that I love a lot. I believe I showed it off in the previous video. This one I picked up from Darker Than Black, Order of the Rising Sun, Patriotism. It's actually made by a fella in Brazil who claims to be of Japanese descent. I don't know if I actually buy that. I think more likely he's just a Brazilian dude who's obsessed with fucking Japan. But he knows what he's doing when it comes to black metal. This stuff sounds real fucking good. And as you can see on the back there, one of the tracks is a cover of Satanic War Masters' The Chant of Barbarian Wolves. Personally, on a debut like this, I'm not a fan of having a cover, especially when there's only 5 tracks. I'd rather hear more original stuff. But if you're going to do a cover, that's a really damn good pick. And it's an especially good pick for this album because it doesn't sound out of place at all. It's right there in the middle of the album, as you can see. It's track 4 of 5. And yeah, it doesn't feel odd that it's in the middle of there. It doesn't feel out of place in this album. So out of all the things you could have picked, you picked a damn good track and one that fits the album very, very well. But yeah, this is a very like militaristic themed black metal album, obviously harkening back to Imperial Japan. And yeah, very nice themes, very nice sound. I do love it a lot. And finally, this is one I've been wanting to get my hands on for a very long time, but I could never find any fucker willing to sell the copy that they had. Finally, I managed to get in on one of the represses that the band did, and it's the one you've been hearing in the background, hopefully, if I've got the sound mixing right, if I've got the speakers turned on right. It's the one you've been hearing in the background, and it's probably my #1 album of all time. It's Dragged Into Sunlight's Hatred for Mankind, with the full double-sided flip-open album cover. Obviously, unfortunately, the artist whose name slips my head at the moment, unfortunately, who's no longer with us. But yeah, this album it's got everything. It's got death, it's got doom, it's got black. It's got ambient parts. Yeah, it's also somehow non-stop aggression. It's got those like random rants from serial killer interviews and stuff. It's a fucking fantastic album. I love a lot of pretty much everything that Dragged Into Sunlight puts out, but this is the holy grail for me. I actually got to see them. I mentioned Damnation earlier on. First Damnation I went to was in 2024, and that was specifically because Dragged Into Sunlight were playing doing this album in full, and that's probably my favourite thing that I've ever seen live to date. Yeah, quite a short and sweet video this time. Not too much stuff to show off, not too much to talk about, but just a quick update on some of my favourite stuff that I've picked up, and I'll show you some more in the future. If you have any recommendations for stuff you want me to check out, please put it in the description. I'm always looking to find more stuff. I have a bad habit of getting obsessed with a particular artist or album and just listening to that over and over and over again, and forgetting to go and find new stuff, whether it's things from way back when that I just never listened to, or if it's new stuff coming out now. So yeah, anything that you think deserves more attention or you think I'd be into, given my taste, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, fellas.